we'll start to find mountain pose on the mat, grounding strongly through the feet, lining everything up, especially the shoulders, right? Because we might be finding ourselves kind of in a forward posture with the hands on the thighs. We want the shoulders over the hips, hands by your side. Yeah. And then the palms face forward just helps also make more space in the heart, make more space for the breath. And let's smooth out the breath. All right, and as you slowly allow your breath to deepen, start to feel it moving through your body, reaching farther and farther out from your center till it goes all the way to the tips of your toes, the tips of your fingers, and the crown of your head. And then your whole body softens as you exhale. And we inhale, and the breath goes all the way into the extremities, into the crown of the head, and softening into the exhale. And after your next exhale, just come back to your natural breath here. And we're going to do long spine feather breath from standing. Okay, so imagine there's a feather on the top of your head, your arms are out by your side, palms up, feet grounded. Inhale, draw the arms up. That feather is staying quiet at the top of your head. And then turn your palms out, and as you exhale, press the crown of your head into that feather so your spine continues to lengthen. Lengthen, lengthen. And we'll do that again. Inhale. The head is staying nice and quiet here. Breath is long, arms are up. And then exhale, getting taller with every step down that your arms take. All right, we'll do that one more time. And then just come back to center, wiggle around a little bit, and we'll start our spinal series with the feet slightly wider than hip width distance apart, soft knees and hips. We're going to be moving into cats and cows. So it's a perfect time to gather and release, right? So let's take the elbows out to the side here, bent, and the elbows at shoulder height. And then as you exhale, draw your forearms toward each other, round in your cat, and then release. Open up, open your heart, elbows way back, round into cat, open into cow. Yes, round, open. And we'll do that one more time. Going cat to cow, landing in the cat, press the palms together, bring the fingertips up toward the sky as you inhale, and as you exhale, step back to mountain pose. Now we're going to take the feet wider than mat width distance with the toes turned out. Okay, not quite warrior too wide, but a little wider than mat width. Okay, and let's go ahead and bend and straighten the knees for a moment. And we'll start our tilting from here. So bring your arms up. Okay, actually, let's leave the left arm down. Right elbow down as the knees bend, come up and tilt left. come down, elbow, knee, tilt left, come down, elbow, knee, tilt left, elbow, knee, tilt. Feel your right side opening. Crunch down, take it over. We'll do this one more time. Crunch down. This time we'll stay over. Now release a little bit and go deeper to the left. Release a little, deeper to the left. Release a little, deeper to the left. Float your left arm up. Take your right shoulder back. Open your heart. Come back to center. Arms up. Right arm down. Knees bend. Left elbow over. Left elbow. Tilt to the right. Elbow. Tilt. Elbow. Tilt. Yeah, I forgot to bend and straighten my legs there for a moment. Tilt. Last time, elbow, tilt to the right here. We're going to release a little bit and tilt. Release, tilt a little deeper. Release, tilt a little deeper. Stay here. Float your right arm up. Okay. And come on up. Bend the knees. Heel toe and shake things out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so for our twist, it'll be very simple. The feet are slightly wider than hip width distance apart. The toes are facing forward. Knees and hips are soft. Hands are on the thighs. We're going up and back with the right arm and forward. Up and back with the left arm. Left hand back to the thighs. So we're twisting open and back and open and back. Take it open and back. Take it open and back. One more time. Take it open and back. Left side open and back. Whew, and come back to center. Find mountain pose and just take a moment to breathe. Scan the body, see how things feel. Inhale and exhale. We're going to work on our chair a little bit here. So go ahead and take your feet hip width distance apart. Bend the knees and hips. Bring the arms up. And then press through the feet and stand tall. So we're coming chair and up. Now the next time you go into chair, what are your toes doing? Okay, where's your weight? For chair, the weight is in the heels, the toes can wiggle, right? And stand tall. Let's go back into chair here and maybe bring the arms up by the ears. Toes are still wiggling, weight is in the heels. Now stand tall, inhale, exhale, swan dive forward, let the knees and hips bend and sweep into chair. So that's what we're doing. We stand tall, swan dive, knees and hips bend, chair. When you come into the chair, double check, where's your weight? Stand tall, last time, swan dive, take it into chair. Stand tall and release. All right, that should have woken up the legs at least a bit, maybe quite a bit, right? All right, so now we're going to move into some Shakti kicks. If you have 2 blocks, you're going to put your blocks at the top of your mat here on their high end. Remember, if you don't have any of these, you can do it with your hands on the floor. If you have a chair, you're going to put your chair at the top of your mat. And everybody put your hands either on your blocks or on the chair. Bend your right knee. Kick back. It's a Shakti kick. Bring your knee and forehead together under your body. Kick back. Knee and forehead. Is this making sense? Let's see it. Kick back. Shakti kick back. Yes. Straight back with those glutes. Bring it in one more time on this side. and release. All right, so you've been like in a forward fold for a minute at least here. So let's go ahead and just walk the hands up the legs. Take a little vertical break here. Shake things out. Any questions about that? It's fairly straightforward, right? Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing with the left. So bend down, place your hands, left knee up, kick back, knee and forehead together under the body, kick back, knee and forehead. Yes. Kick back. And one more, kick back. Bring it in, bring the foot down. Just go ahead, bend your knees, bring your hands to your legs. Slowly straighten your legs and start to roll up. Slow, and come to standing and shake it out. All right, that's a great move for the glutes. Okay, so when you are kicking back, a lot of strengthening for the glutes. Okay, now we're going to take these things out of the way for the moment and work our way down. So if you have a chair, just put it off to the side. If you have blocks, just put them off to the side. Come to the top of your mat. Find mountain pose. Okay, here we go. Making our way to down dog. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Bend at the knees and hips. Fingertips down, step back, down dog. All right, in our down dog, we're going to go ahead and massage the feet, pressing down one heel and then the other. Press one heel down and hold. Switch, press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. Now, try and get the knees to touch at the same time as you sit off to the side and find seated mountain pose and find your Dhyana Mudra. So we're going to go internal and think about our intentions. So left palm faces up, right palm rests on top. Did I say that back? No, that's right. Okay, right palm rests on top, your thumbs touch, the spine is long, and just go ahead and defocus or close your eyes, see that blank slate, and decide what you wish to have on there. And breathe into that one more time. And then just go ahead and release, shake everything out. So that's one of the powers of the new moon, right? Is we have a blank slate to write on. And now in the subsequent time, as we move, as the moon starts to regain its light, we'll be doing things to feed our intentions, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and roll back and start some core work, shall we? Okay, we're going to take both legs straight up. And notice here when your legs are straight up, your core isn't working that hard, is it? Right? Let's take the feet down 15 degrees. You might notice the core has to kick in a little more. Take them down 30. Oh, okay. Starting to feel that probably. Take them halfway. This is 45. Take them another 15. Bend your knees if your back starts to hurt. Take them another 15. Oi, and hover the heels off the mat. Now slowly bring the legs up. You might have found a point where that was it for you. If you went further, your back started to hurt. you needed to bend your knees, or you just needed to not go any farther down. That's your stopping point, and that's fine, okay? Never worry about that. Never go farther than you should. So we have the legs straight up now, and we're going to point the toes and crisscross. Now take your legs down to 15 degrees and crisscross. Now take your legs down to 30 degrees and crisscross. Now take them halfway between up and the floor, that's 45, and crisscross. Take them another 15 down. If you're going that far, if you're staying up higher, stay up. Go down another 15. Oi. Now hovering the heels just off the mat, crisscross, and one smooth motion, continuing to crisscross. Start to take the legs up. You're going to want to go pretty fast here, but just control it. Hug your knees in and rock side to side. Okay, raise one leg if you felt that. Could you feel the difference between vertical, 45, almost 90, right? All right, so let's go ahead and go to your stopping point. So if you stopped with your heels hovering, go there. If you stopped at 45, go there. Wherever you stop, point the toes, crisscross. Come up 15 degrees, crisscross. Come up 15 degrees, crisscross. Come up 15, crisscross. All right, now we're starting to get some relief here, right? Crisscross legs, vertical. We might have missed the 15, but that's okay. And bring the knees in and rock side to side. Inhale and exhale. Okay, you can see we don't have to do a lot of repetition of this. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're just going to crisscross all the way smoothly down, crisscross all the way smoothly up with the legs. Everybody ready? We'll start in vertical. Crisscross. Go a little lower with each crisscross, a little lower, a little lower, a little lower, till you're either just hovering off the mat or at your stopping point, and then a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. As you come up, crisscross vertical, bring the knees in, take your legs wide, put your hands on your hamstrings, and just rest here for a moment. And then if you want to wiggle side, rock a little side to side, that's great too. Bring your feet down, they're about hip width distance apart, and let your knees open and close. Little butterfly wings here. All right, we're going to move on to the obliques. This is going to be different. So take your arms out by your side, draw your knees in. So your knees are close to your chest. Now sway your legs a little bit to the right. Your left hip comes up, come center. Sway your legs a little bit to the left. Your right hip comes up, your shoulders are still on the mat. Come center. Okay, sway over to the right. See where you can go with control. And come center. Sway to the left. The right hip is coming up, but we're still in control here. And center. So that's our move. We're either just swaying the knees gently, a little bit side to side, or going to where we just were. And now we can add, as an option, sway to the right, extend the legs, bend the knees, and come back center. Sway to the left, extend the legs, bend the knees, and come back center. Now you can even smooth that out if you want. As you sway right, extend your legs. Bend, come center. As you sway left, extend. Bend, come center. So you could be swaying without an extension. You could be swaying with an extension after stopping, or you could just be swaying, extend as you go side to side. You're finding what works for you. We started with the legs to the right. So the next time your legs go to the left and you bend your knees and come in, just hug your knees. You can hold your shins or your hamstrings and just relax for a moment. Inhale and exhale. We are going to do one more thing with this, okay? So we're not exactly done yet. We're just going to do our big finish here. Arms are long. Sway to the right. Go as far as you can go. And then extend your legs. Stay here. Bend the knees. Extend again. Bend. Extend again. Bend. Extend. Bend. And come center. All right. We're going to sway now to the left. And extend, bend. I forgot to say, if you haven't been extending, extend, bend. Just hold there, extend, bend. One more time, extend, bend, bring it center. Now bring your feet down, put your hands by your side, and just let your body move. See what it feels like doing right now. Maybe it feels like rocking a little more side to side, or maybe it feels like just wiggling around, extending the legs long and the arms back. Okay, everybody's going to have a little different feeling from how you were doing this move and how your spine feels. Okay, raise one leg if you survived all that and you feel your core and you're happy, happy, happy. Yeah, all right, all those things, right? Inhale and exhale. All right, let's take a nice long stretch, arms and legs. And then exhale, draw the knees in, hold your shins or hamstrings. And bring your feet down. Let those knees gently open and close. All right, we're going to roll over to the side and come to seated. So you could be seated cross-legged. If your legs don't like to cross, you can sit with your legs long. Okay, so let's get that long spine, have seated mountain pose here. We're going to be opening up the hips. All right, bring your hands to your heart. Lean back, raise your feet. If you don't want to raise your feet all the way, just point your toes and keep them on the mat. Your right ankle is in front of your left. Arms are up. Inhale. So your feet might be lifted, your toes might be gently touching down. Palms forward, inhale. Exhale, take yourself forward in space. If the cross-legged isn't good for you, go like this. Do the Janu Sirsasana, like do half at a time. All right, so we've got the right foot in front. Now inhale up, cross at the ankles, left arm over right, palms forward. Exhale down. We're opening up the hips here. So we're going to do that a few more times. It's up, cross right over left, and down. Is anybody doing the alternate? Raise your hand and I'll demonstrate that a little more. Up, cross, and down. Okay, so the alternate is like this. One leg out to the side at a time. Okay, all right. Either way, your hips are going to love you. So of course we just do this one breath per move to start with, right? We're smoothly moving through. We started with the right leg in front. Okay? So the next time you're up and your left ankle is in front and you cross your right ankle in front, you'll be even. We're going to take the palms forward, inhale, exhale, and hold. Now press your hands into the mat. You're gazing past your fingertips. Inhale, shine your heart forward. Exhale, melt, and see about walking those hands forward. If you're doing the half version, you're doing it this. All right, now with your arms long, inhale, raise up, feet up, toes could be gently touching. Switch, left leg in front, and take it down. Press your palms into the earth, shine your heart forward, and as you exhale, maybe those fingertips have a little more room to wiggle. And inhale up, uncross your feet for a moment, and just let your knees open and close with your feet flat on the mat. We're going to take that side to side now. So let's go ahead and cross right ankle in front of left, sit back, arms up, palms forward, exhale down. Press your palms into the mat, look up, inhale. Exhale, move into this, and then walk your hands 2 steps over to the right, maybe even 3. Okay? All right. So we feel a nice length in the left side here. Walk your right fingertips away from you to get a little more length in the right side. Try and keep all that length as you bring your hands through center and 2 or 3 steps over to the left. So now we've got the stretch all on the right side. We're going to walk the left fingertips forward. Walk the hands forward. Press the palms into the earth. Shine the heart forward and melt. Let's just walk the hands gently back and sit up. All right. Did you feel that in your right hip yet? We're good? All right, so we're going to take it back, cross left ankle in front of right, arms up, palms forward, take it down. The spine is long. We're gazing past the fingertips. Press your hands into the earth, shine your heart forward, inhale, exhale, wiggle your fingertips forward. And then walk your hands 2 or 3 steps over to the left. Walk your left fingertips away. Walk your hands back through center and over to the right. Walk your right fingertips away. Walk your hands back to center. Now press into the earth as you shine your heart forward. Inhale, and as you exhale, find any release that is there for you right now. Whether it's the hips, the spine, find any release. And then just walk your hands back in and sit up nice and tall. All right, we're going to uncross the legs, extend them, and give them a crazy shake. Let's find our way to tabletop from here. And then from tabletop, we'll move into knee down plank to push up, which could also wind up being knee up plank to push up. All right, so push up, hips toward heels, push up, hips toward heels. Yeah. After your next push-up, As you start to bring your hips towards your heels, take your big toes together, knees wide, and find child's pose. So the arms might be forward, they might be back. Your forehead is connected to something, right? It could be on the mat, it could be resting on your hands, but your head is not dangling. And from this position, with the seat of your intuition right at the center of your forehead engaged, revisit what you wrote on your blank slate earlier. And then make your way into a downward facing dog. And find a journey that gets your feet to your hands. When you get there, hands to the thighs, knees and hips bend, shine your heart forward, half lift, and then slide your hands down your legs as you straighten them, coming into forward fold, high or low as you want, as always. Feel your feet super heavy, super grounded, your whole body from the waist down, super heavy, your body from the waist up, super light. Exhale, and as you inhale, just float. Float up. Palms touch. Hands come heart center. And just breathe here. And shake things out. All right, so if you have blocks, put your blocks at the top of your mat, one on either side. If you're using a chair, and your chair isn't moving, you're going to walk over to your chair. We're going to be doing those, we're going to be doing front hip flexor stretch and hamstring stretch with a lunge and a hamstring stretch. So, okay, so either your hands are on the high side of the blocks here, or on the chair, and take a big step back with your right leg, bend your left knee, and you're going to bend your right knee down and up. It's not going to touch the mat, it's not going to come to the earth, but you're going to take it down and up. Can you feel that right here in your psoas? I know. Down and up. You were waiting for that word. Okay, so now take your leg straight, your back leg straight, and straighten your front leg, bringing your head toward your knee. Hamstring stretch. Bend your front knee back, that's your left knee, back over your left ankle. Back and up. So you see, you could be doing this with your hands on a chair as well. You could do it with your hands on the mat. All right, let's bend the knee and take a big step forward with the right foot. Okay, and from wherever you are, slowly roll up. Come to standing. Take a deep inhale, arms up, and exhale, shake everything out. Did that make sense? Everybody has a thing that they could be doing here? Okay, so we're going to have the hands on a chair or the high blocks and take a big step back. You could have your hands down. This is just, the blocks and the chair are just to give you a little more room to move around in. Take your left leg back. We're going to start with the knee up and down from this lunge. Left knee doesn't come all the way down. Press back through the heel. Knee hovers, press back. Your right knee is staying over your right ankle. All right, now we're going to stay with the back leg, the left leg long, the heel lifted, and we straighten the right leg, head to knee. Bend the knee back, straighten and bend. You can do it with your hands on something or your hands on the mat. Take it back, head to knee for a moment, and then take a nice step forward. Flip the arms up and shake it down. All right, so that should have gotten all the aspects of the hips. Our seated hip work, the front hip flexor, then we did the hamstrings. So let's get those blocks and or chair out of the way or come back to the top of your mat. Now we're going to see how a nice low crescent lunge feels. So low crescent lunge, very familiar to you. We're just going to flow through our sun salutation with a low crescent lunge added, okay? And we're going to add some arms at the front. And since we just did so much work on the front hip flexors, we'll also do bow. So if you generally use a strap for bow, you know, we'll be laying down doing this, right? If your ankle tends to be far away from your hand, grab a strap and have that within easy reach. Okay. All right, here we go. Top of the mat. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, twist open with long arms to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist open to the left, long arms. Inhale, arms up. Elbows to waist, standing cobra, heart shines up. Inhale, arms up, swan dive. Half lift. Bend at the knees and hips, bring the fingertips down. Step all the way back with your right leg. We're in that nice lunge here. Right knee down. Flow right into a low crescent lunge. See how it feels, especially in the front hip flexor that we were just working. Bring your hands down. Find your plank. Knees up or down. If your knees up in your plank, roll to the tips of your toes. Chaturanga down. Okay, now we're going to bend the right knee, reach around, and for half bow, go ahead and also take your left, let me show you this way. Take your left forearm parallel with the front of your mat so you can press into it to lift your heart. Hold your right ankle. We're in half bow. And release. And we'll switch sides. Right forearm is parallel with the top of the mat. Pressing in to lift the heart. Find your left ankle with your left hand. If it's too far away, either use the strap or just wave to it. Half bow. And release. Find your way to downward facing dog. From the dog, we're just going to take the right leg up and take a journey, feet to the hands. When you get there, half lift, forward fold, float the arms out and up, palms touch. Yep. And hands come heart center. Right here. Is everybody good to go on the other side? We okay? All right. Let's draw the arms up. Inhale. Long arm open, twist to the left. Take the arms up. Long arms open, twist to the right. Arms up. Elbows to waist, heart shines up. Standing cobra. Reach up. Swan dive. Take a half lift. Fingertips down, lunge back left. Low crescent, left knee down. Hands down, knees up or down, plank. Chaturanga. All right, if you do double bow, bend both your knees, reach around, grab both your ankles if that's you, okay? And if that's not you, take your left arm, again, parallel to the front of your mat, bend your right leg, hold on to your right ankle, press into your left arm. If you're in double bow or half bow on the right, release. This time, if you're going half bow, the right arm is in front, left knee bends, reach around, or come into double bow. And release. We're going to make a pillow with the hands. Rest the forehead, bend the knees, and rock the legs from side to side. That was a lot of back bending. All right, bring your legs down. Hands under the shoulders and find your way to downward facing dog. And let's see if we can envision that down dog is right now a resting pose. So just scan your body and see if any place feels like it's putting in way a lot of effort, and just try and ease up. And then just take your left leg up and start a journey, bringing your feet to your hands. Half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release. All right, so we did a whole lot of work for the hips and the hamstrings and even the ankles. So try and notice as you walk around tonight, tomorrow, see if you feel that beautiful glide, glide, glide that you get from doing all that wonderful work. So let's find mountain pose and breathe. Inhale and exhale. You guys have worked hard. So we'll just do a little bit of brush hands here. Take your feet wider than mat width distance. Okay, this is probably like your, you'll find your own width here. Okay, and we're going to bring the hands to the hips and make sure the feet are grounded. Bend the knees over the toes. Okay, we're moving into brush hands, so take your arms up, inhale, and brush your hands down a wall and up. So if it feels like a lot of work to take your arms way up, just keep them lower. This is definitely just a nice release. And we are moving straight up and down in our plie. We're not sending the hips back. Now the next time your arms are up, go ahead and bring your hands to your hips Turn your right toes to the right, and we're going to do brush hands over the right leg. So bring the arms up and let the right knee bend as you brush hands down and up. That knee can bend and straighten. And just a nice rhythm for you. And then just come up through center and go over to the left and brush hands to the left. Just find a rhythm that feels good for you. One more time to the left, and then come up face forward. Bring your arms down for a moment, and we'll do 4 more brush hands center. So it's up and down. If you want to do 5, do 5. And finish up. Step together. Find your mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to move into some wide-legged folds here. So you're going to want your legs to be as wide as they would be for Warrior 2. Okay, so take your legs wide. Inhale. Put your index fingers right on your hip creases, and with a long spine, start to fold forward. Now think about your hips staying over your ankles here. Remember those hamstrings we were working before? You probably start to feel them now. As you fold forward, if you want to stop with your head higher than your heart, stop there. If you want to stop halfway, stop there. If you want to continue, continue. Your hands are going to either be on your legs, or if they touch the mat, let them touch the mat. And let your head hang. A nice wide-legged forward fold here. And then bring your hands to your hips. Come halfway up from wherever you are. Press through the feet. Come the rest of the way up. Okay, keep your legs where they are. We're going to go back into the forward fold wherever you were. Okay. And if your hands are on the mat, have them at the center of the mat and go side to side, getting your adductors. If your hands are on your legs, put them on the thighs above the knees and go side to side. Take it over to the right and hold. And switch, hands to the left and hold. They could be down, they could be up. And then come center, bring your hands to your hips, straighten your legs, come halfway up, take a breath here, come the rest of the way up, and find a way to get your feet close back together. Okay, we're going to breathe here. And start to scan the body from head to toe. See if there's anything else, any moves the body wants to make while you're up. Wiggle around. If you want to bring something down with you, an eye pillow or socks or whatever, have that nearby. Find mountain pose at the top of the mat. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, we're swan diving over those hip creases. Find a half lift. Fingers down, down dog or vinyasa, your choice. What have you got left in your tank? If you're in down dog, bring your big toes together, legs to touch, knees to one side, hips to the other, and switch side to side. If you're going through a vinyasa, just take your time. And then come on back to center. If you're in down dog, bring your knees down. And find seated mountain pose. Okay, finish your vinyasa at your own pace and meet us wherever we are when you're done. So the spine is long. And let's take that Dhyana Mudra with the left palm up, right palm resting on top. The thumbs touch, and we know that if the mind starts to wander, we can just press the thumbs together and tell the mind, no, come back. This is where I want you to be, focused right here, right now. And drawing to mind your intention. Now bring your palms together and inhale, fingertips up toward the sky. Exhale, lengthen the spine as you bring the arms down and shake things out. All right, let's do 2 nice, soft, gentle forward folds. Inhale up and just melt. Roll your hands up your legs. Inhale up and melt. And come on back to seated. Go ahead and bend your knees and slowly roll down. Reconnect. Get settled on the earth. Feel the support of the earth here. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's go ahead and take that right ankle across the left thigh with the right foot flexed. Draw your legs in towards you. Hold on to your shin and let those legs move side to side, forward and back, and in a circle. So we're in pigeon. It's an open, flowing pigeon as we move around. And come back to center. Take your left leg straight up, point and flex your left foot. Circle the ankle one direction and the other, and cross tightly at the thighs, holding on maybe to the side of your legs, maybe opposite hand to opposite ankle, and move around. So check in with your hips, see if there's anything still stuck in there that you need to wiggle out. Release, unwind, take your left ankle across your right thigh with your left foot flexed. Draw the legs in, hold on to your shin, go side to side, forward and back. Circle, circle the other way. Come back to center, extend your right leg, point and flex. Circle the ankle, circle the other way. Cross at the thighs and move around. Release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Gently open and close your knees. If you like Supta Baddha Konasana, go ahead, take the soles of your feet together, knees wide. Otherwise, just plant your feet with your knees bent. Everybody, arms out long from the shoulders. Extend through the fingers and wiggle into a gentle fist. Extend and wiggle. And then rotate one direction and the other. Bringing your arms back down, keeping the arms long. Turn your gaze side to side. Release the neck. All right, we're going to come back to center now and start scanning your body. Take any final movements, do any realignment that you feel. Decide if your legs are going to be long tonight, if your knees are going to be bent. Start finding your way to your final relaxation position. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Just allow your body to connect with the earth and be supported by it as you move into your final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. And on your next inhale, stretch the arms and legs long. Exhale and draw your knees in. Find your way over to a side. And help yourself back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time.